action in the playoffs. We have Mill River taking on Milton. We're about the introductions for Mill River on our home turf, and they'll start with the non-starters. And they'll be having Mike Lee on the PA system. I don't think you can pick him up, so I'll tell you, coming out right now, it's number 2, Julia Husey. She'll be followed by Chelsea, or by Taryn Redenis, as I'm just starting to get awake here. Paige Carrera coming out. She'll be wearing number 8. Jen Miles will be number 11, Ariana Thomas 12. As we get the non-starters introduced, Mill River 4th seed. Milton coming out in their blue uniforms will be the number 5 seed. And just a slight mist right now. Field's in pretty decent condition early on. If it rains too hard, we'll get that mud in front of the goalkeepers on both ends. And speaking of goalkeepers, of course, we'll have Mackenzie Mooney in net for Mill River. Should be opposed in the other end by Hillary Turner as they start with this Mooney right there as they get to the starting lineups. Of course, only 2 seniors on this Mill River squad, both of them the captains. There was an issue with the ankle of Ashley Robb getting taped up before the game. Said she was good to go, had a lot of mobility in it. Of course, the other captain, Kayla Plouffe, number 14. Rebecca Day, just introduced, number 5. She had the game-winning goal in the playdown action in that 2-1 win for Mill River. Again, when you get a 4th seed and a 5th seed together, it's usually a really slam-bam, rock'em sock'em style of game. It should be tight, should be competitive, should be close all the way through. And at stake, a trip to the semifinals as we get the final introductions. Of course, Randy Chadburn, the head coach for Mill River in his 8th year. He was awarded the 2008 Coach of the Year award for the men's, or for the women's side in Division II. Congratulations to Coach Chadburn. And of course, Mill River pulling the double right there. Kevin Ratty, the men's coach, getting Coach of the Year for Division II men's soccer action. And both the men's and women's programs winning the regular season MVL championship. So a lot happening in Mill River Soccer. We'll have the opening touch. We'll get underway. 40-minute halves. We played it. We have a winner. It is quarterfinal action on PEGTV. And the rest of that roster for you, I didn't get a chance to tell you. Number 3 is Chelsea Bagley. Emily Osmer's number 7. Number 9, Haley Katruppi. Michaela Stone wears 10. Jen Holler is number 13, Leah Rockstadt 16, Eleanor Ross 17, Amanda Lee 18, Ashley Robb 23 and 21, Kylie Peterson. Well, I can't tell you how big this is. In the locker room before the start of the game, the Coach Chadburn talking to his team, real business-like. Everybody had the game faces on, and they're all serious. They understand, win the 50-50 balls, go hard after each player, stick it to them, start off quick, be ready for anything. You deserve to be the number 4 team. And that's pretty much the message. Straightforward. I liked it. On an overcast day with a late mist falling. You can see Katruppi right there. She had a goal in the playoff game against Stratton also. So she had the tying goal. And then, of course, the winning goal was by Rebecca Day. As we are set to go, you can see the officials checking in to end. I believe that's Brian Hickey down there. And I could be wrong, but it looks like him. As we are underway, and again, very important for the first goal on either side, and a 4-5 matchup, like I said, it should be tight and good, and we'll have a foul and a kick, and Amanda Lee, number 18. Since she moved to that sweeper spot, man, has this team just taken off. And their offense has always been all right. They've just got to stay patient and look for the finishes like they did against Stratton Mountain. Again, they're coming in as a regular season MVL regular season champs, and they also defeated Stratton 2-1 in that playdown game. Milton in that blue uniforms, very familiar. The Yellow Jackets are called in the blue uniforms. Can't quite figure that, but we'll see them bring the ball wide, and they'll just want to bring it up, and that's going to go off from Ashley Robb. Sorry, that's going to come off from Osborne, number 7. The ball stayed down this end of the field. Quick start is always important for the road teams. Weather-wise, cool, but not uncomfortably cold. Not like it was for the boys' game the other day in the rain. Congratulations against both coaches for the Coach of the Year honors, and I'll have the playoff game between Harwood and Mill River boys on Tuesday. That's the 3 o'clock start time. You can watch it on PEGTV.com online on the internet, and you can also catch it taped late on Channel 15 itself. But we'll have Harwood against Mill River boys in the semifinal action. Of course, those two teams met last year in the championship game out at Fairhaven, with Harwood with the win 2-0. So that should be quite a dandy of a game there. A little bit of a rivalry already built up between those two squads, and they'll be kicked out. We'll have a throw coming up for the Minutemen. It'll be Plouffe 14. She'll take the throw. We're just about 2 minutes into the contest. No shots on that yet. No corners called, and well, I don't want to say really a feeling out process, but just trying to get the flow to establish here in the game. And they'll be marking tight both ways, and as we've seen throughout the years, playoff soccer tends to be a little bit more physical than the regular season stuff. I have no reason to know why, but it has always seemed to work out that way. And have the ball go out of play. Again, that's Anna Kachupi down there doing the hard work. There's one of the ball people today chasing them down. All the balls that go out of play. It's very important actually to keep the flow of the game going, to have the ball boys and ball girls on the sidelines to collect the balls to throw up and down. Rob will take the throw, number 23. Again, she is one of the seniors, one of the captains on the squad for Coach Randy Chadburn's Mill River Minutemen. Number 4 seed in Division 2. And actually, in league play in NBL, they were undefeated. They had the 1 tie. And that's going to be low and in the mud and grabbed by Mooney. And that'll be the first shot, first save of the ball game. And Mooney now has been kicking the ball extremely well. That punt will go just about to the 40-yard line with a little header. It'll get just about to midfield. Rebecca Day will go back, and it goes off a shin to Bagley. And Bagley wanted to reverse it, bring it around on the outside. And good defense as they marked up and just took it right off from her foot. And Rockstadt had the mark on the long pass, and now we'll have Bagley take the throw for the Minutemen on that far side. And you can see as I pass through the middle of the field with the camera, the framework. They've got the framework up for the tower that they're building on the far side of the field here. Now that'll be great. That'll be good. Always making improvements. That will skip, roll, and a lot of turf before I got to Amanda Lee's foot. And again, that's right down, just kick 50-50 ball down to the 20-25 yard line. Bagley will get there, and Bagley will bring it wide, and on a roll she'll get it to Day. And Day's pretty much been unstoppable. She's been averaging in the last 4 games almost 7 shots a game, which is pretty darn good. And that's going to be Osmer. I don't think she'll have the speed to get there. No, it's going to roll through the inline. We'll have a goal kick, I believe, is the call. No, we'll have a corner, the first corner of the game, and it'll go to Mill River. And you can see the flag right next to the corner there, and it's just a slight breeze blowing, nothing real major right now. As we played 4 minutes of soccer, and Mill River will have the corner, and Day will take and strike the ball, serve it up. That one right off the side of her foot behind the net. And again, it could be wet. The ball could be wet, and it could slide off the outside of her foot, but they won't generate a scoring chance out of that first corner called. And we're at 36 minutes left to play in the first half of soccer action. Of course, the winner will advance on to the semifinals, and depending on what happens in the other quarterfinal game, it's a possibility Mill River could host, if they were to win today, they could host a semifinal game. See Rogstad attack the ball, the good dribble move, and that opened up the foot for Milton. Jenny Holler will get there, and she'll just kick a side out, and it's a good move. That far down in your defensive zone, kick a side out and let everybody get remarked and find their positions on the field and kind of get organized. And that's what we're doing right now. Milton with the throw, be short of the box. It'll roll in, and boy, it's in a bad spot. Mooney will come up with yet another save. That bounced over about 6 sets of feet and found a way to get on the Milton player's foot. She put it right on the net. Mooney with a couple of real good saves early on. She's going to be into the ball game now. And Kachupi and company looking to get that offense geared up to go over the top today, and the ball will take the bounce to the inside of her, and that gave the defender that one chance. Plouffe went right through the ball, got the head on it. Will come down to Kachupi, who backed up on the play, makes the steal, and on her way down the sideline, the ball will be taken off her foot and thrown out of bounds, and we'll have Michaela Stone take the throw now. And she was looking to get Kachupi, and boy, there's just so many blue jerseys around her. There was really a minuscule chance of making a connection. Day, though, with those long legs, will get the ball, skip around, chase it down, keep going after it, and boy, she's already focused, Day is, and she'll take the bump, and that'll come back to Bagley. Bagley looking to launch the shot into the got into the 18, up, looking for a header, and Kachupi was there, got pushed down in the box. Coach Chadburn wanting a call, won't get it. There was a lot of contact there. It looked like the arms got extended, and that could have become a penalty shot. You see Coach Chadburn right there. He's not waving high for his health. He wants to know why there wasn't a foul call. There'll be a throw for Mill River. As again, they're starting to buzz around now after giving up 2 shots on net at the other end. They're starting to generate some offense themselves. That'll be cleared up, got to the top of the arc of the 18 and cleaned back up to midfield, and that will roll toward the sideline and staying with it. Boy, nice job of running interference. Just to slow the play down was Rogstad. See that quickness, she moves left to right so well. Like I said, she's really had a breakout season. Rogstad has all in behind the defense, and the shot will be wide. Who made up that distance? I believe that was Jenny Holler, yeah, number 13, who did a nice job of making an adjustment on that defensive play, and will stay scoreless. And the goal kick coming up for Amanda Lee. 33 minutes left in the first half. 7 minutes of scoreless soccer, but things starting to really open up now both ways for both teams. As Lee will get underneath it, and tell you, that's a pretty darn good kick. She got some help on it as that was kicked off from the ground, rolled to 45. Day wanted to go to the inside, and yeah, it's a draw. They're gonna have the subs will be allowed to come in, and it's going to be a Milton sub. Yeah, and they'll just go with the short throw, everything marked long. And again, I can't tell you how important I think the first goal is, especially for Mill River. So they're a team that when they get behind, you know, they keep battling. They kind of stop, scratch their head about things. They can't get frustrated with themselves. And the throw coming right from the corner for the Milton Yellow Jackets, the 5th seed, taking on the 4th seed Mill River squad. Again, being very patient to bring it all the way out, and that will become just a throw. Yeah, it went off from Jenny Holler, number 13, and Milton again will just take the throw as they're deep in the corner, and again, just a very slight breeze blowing right now. And got a foul called, kick coming up, and you see Plouffe call for the ball, will set the ball, and Lee will kick the ball. Well, there, that was pretty straightforward, the whole thing. Stone will let it skip by her. She really couldn't have a chance to make a play on the ball. And that will set up number 13 with the throw, Hurley, Danielle Hurley. So Milton looking to, again, they've gotten 2 shots on net, and that's going to go wide to Bagley. She'll look, watch, and pick her arms up and say, give me a ball as it goes out of play. Right now, I would say other than the 2 shots, at Mill River, they've had a corner and stuff, but I was going to say pretty even play, but boy, that's twice now they've letting people get in behind him. Shot never got in. Stone got there and cleaned it up. That ball will roll out to the 25 and now to the 40. Hustling all the way over is Katrupi, and she'll get there, and the ball will be kicked out well by blue ball. So again, Milton with much more offensive pressure, especially in the last 2 minutes, minute and a half to 2 minutes. And they're dictating play now, and that's what Coach Taverner is talking about, not letting have happen, being on your home turf. Don't let them dictate play to you. Milton with the blue uniforms to settle the 5th seed, and that will come off from the foot of Rogstad up toward the midfield arc. Day came all the way back, got her cleat caught, and seems to be all right. I was hoping she wasn't going to get hurt. And boy, again, Milton able to get people down inside the 18. And I don't like that. That's a little bit too close of action, and they've got to tighten up the defense at the top of the arc there. That'll be to the corner. Bagley hustling after it, getting there, and that she'll play it up the sideline. Little collision, and oh, they are going to call that on Rob. So it'll be a kick coming up for Milton on the foul called. And that's going to be, gosh, just about the 20-yard line. That's a little bit of a tough angle right there, that close in, but we'll see if they just lift it high and let somebody try to get a header on her if they're going to try to line drive it in. She's line driving it in, and that's off the outside of the net. Yeah, that's, well, you got a couple, just 2 options basically right there, and they're trying to hammer it in, and they straighten that out a little bit, and it'd be a shot on net, but it hit the outside of the net, and we played 10 minutes of soccer in the first half of this quarterfinal game. We're moving on to the semis. Boy, you see him hustle back to the ball. Nice little dribble move. But Milton getting a ton of time here possession-wise, making Mill River chase him down defensively. And you got to have counterattacks. And they'll hustle to the ball, and a couple of Mill River players collide with each other, and they'll get up slow as Katrupi and Rob. Rob already with that sore knee getting up, and boy, you can see her. I mean, she's flexing it, trying to walk it off, and now we'll have the kick coming up for the Minutemen. Yeah, and they've just got to kind of find their offense again as Lee will get on the side of it, looking for Bagley. It was over her head. Ball will come down. It's on the defensive side for Mill River, and Milton with a little nudge right there from behind still controls the ball. Plouffe just chasing in the circle, and Stone will get it, and they will bring it wide. boy, great ball handling skills. They're on the dribble to the outside of the foot from the pass and everything, but right there's what's impressing me is the way they're able to step up, attack the ball, take the ball away, and that's just tremendous skills by Milton I'm talking about. Now go off into the new press box area. It's a shame it came late in my broadcast career. I have a 99% feeling that this is probably my final fall sports season of volunteering for this community television service. But whoever comes in next, they'll have a nice booth to work from. And that will go out of play. Well, a horn and a sub, and we're at 27:49 to go in the first half. Looking for the game's first goal and looking kind of get out of their defensive end. Rivers, the field's been tipped the last several minutes, and it's been tipped Milton's way. There's the pass slid in and cleaned up as the shot in. Mooney bobbled it, got it, collision, ball still free, and on the outside of the net again. Whoa, dodged the bullet there. So some good action in front of the Mill River Minutemen's net area, in front of that goal area, and the goalkeeper had it. Mooney made the save, and then the ball got away from her, and everybody chipped in and made sure it stayed scoreless. And you'll see the throw by the Minutemen on that far side. They'll get the heave going, and it's been a long time since they've crossed midfield even, let alone talk about some offense. And that's just not their style. I mean, they've been a good attacking team, especially the last half of the season. And Rob, oh, some miscommunication there. They elect just to kick the ball side out after they had two people in possession of the ball. And that will give Milton back the ball with 26:37 to go. First half scoreless, but you kind of feel that momentum definitely turning toward Milton. And this definitely doesn't have the making of a high scoring game, that's for sure. This will probably end up being one of those 2-1 games. Over toward the inline, out of play, and we're going to have a goal kick coming up. Again, we're going to have Amanda Lee take the kick. She likes to bring it all the way over to this near corner of the box, and she's been kicking pretty well. Like I said, the wind not a factor right now, 14 minutes in the contest. The rain hasn't gotten any harder either, and that's a good step up on a short kick as they want to send the ball through. A nice step up right there by Rogstad. She'll come out to Plouffe number 14, looking to go long distance to Osmer. And one thing pretty apparent right now, Mill River, which I think is one of the quicker teams, speedier teams, team speed-wise, got their hands full right now. Milton seems to be a very fast team also, and Abby just kicks side out, and we'll take a blue throw as the Yellow Jackets in the blue uniforms from Milton, Vermont, just about an hour and 20-minute ride. Well, with a school bus, maybe about an hour and a half to come through the traffic here in the city. And you can see the collision going down again was Osmer. She'll get up Rogstad with the ball, and Rogstad with a few fakes, and she did keep it in bounds on the far side. It'll go over the top. Lee taking the angle, wants to make sure that it doesn't go through the inline. It does. Corner coming up. So she didn't swivel those hips enough to get it on the sideline where it would have been just a throw. It'd become a corner kick for Milton, and they've controlled play now for several minutes of the contest. Number 7 going to strike the ball is Hannah Fraser. So Fraser getting set to, she wants to put it where she likes the ball, and that's going to be right there. And the flag, you can see, it does indicate there is a breeze, but it hasn't really made any difference so far in the ball game. I'll tell you what, she served that up in a pretty spot. Just didn't have any blue jerseys there, and that goes in deep, cleaned up. Nope, shot, nope, ricochets around, top of the net, over the top of the crossbar. Whoa, they've come close a couple times, and looks like we're going to repeat the corner. They're just going to take the ball and strike it from this opposite side, the near side now. Just the opposite of what they just did for a shot. So again, they're really, this is Fraser again, they're really condensing in play right now. They're just smothering Mill River, forcing them to be just completely defensive right now. No, she struck that and it hit the outside of the net. We'll have a goal kick coming up, and Coach Chadburn can't be too pleased right now that his team is on their heels You know, there is a ton of soccer left to play on this quarterfinal game. There is a long way to go. We're only 23 minutes left, so we played 17 minutes of soccer, and Milton now statistically has had the better of it. They're trying to break up and out of the pack, looking for Kachupi, and again, she'll just be that one step behind the pass. Blue throw on the ball that went out of bounds, and they'll just lob it down into play. Goes in. Mooney will make the move on it, and she'll scoop it up with those sure hands of hers and hold on to it this time, and she'll take the punt off the far side. This again, she got a good running start with it and trajects it to the 40-yard line. They'll chase it down, and boy, they did. It's hard to see on that far side. No whistle. They must have saved it. Goes out of bounds into that Milton bench area, and they got the tents out because it is drizzling rain. And Plouffe with the ball near midfield, and it took their offense a little while to score a goal against Stratton, but they at least had a lot of pressure on. They haven't had a lot of pressure on since about 5 minutes in the contest. Good no call right there as Rebecca Day able to out-hustle and out-play for the ball, looking for Stone going across number 10, which is Michaela Stone. That ball will be spit back up and out, and on the save, no, will go off from Rogstad out of play. She came up the field trying to make the aggressive play and make the save and keep the ball in play, but with 22 minutes to go, first half, Milton with the ball, and they're waiting for the switch. They have Abbiati will take the throw. She got it into Lee. Unfortunately, Lee's on the other team, and right in the middle of the field at the center of the circle, everybody kind of joined forces, got together. Kachupi just kind of rushed the kick. We'll still get it over to Osmer, and Osmer wants to drive the ball up and through to Day, and that was covered in Day again. She drew a lot of attention, and she should. They should have done their homework, studied Milton, knowing who to watch. Number 5 out there in the center of the field. And again, Osmer trying to go to the outside to Bagley. Bagley with the ball now, and just nowhere to work with it. It'll go out of play, and going to stay a white throw is the indication. They're going to bring Rodenis, I think, just into the ball game, and she'll take the throw. Yeah, she had referee wasn't set yet. The subs are still coming off the field, and that's what the hold-up in the action was right there. So quarterfinal play on Munger Vision. They'll go to Day. Great move by Day. Shot, never got in, got knocked down, and rolled into the box. They'll just spit it out to the side. Osmer will get it back to Day. Day along the inline, double team, stays with it. Wins the ball again. Day just phenomenal at doing that. There's a shot up over the top of the crossbar by Osmer. So it took a while to get back down and see the goalie Hillary Turner, but they did. They worked the ball between Day and Osmer down into a shot. And so we're nearing the midway point of 20 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first half. And that was the first attempt within, I think, the last 7 minutes. The Mill River's gotten the ball offensively into a spot to take a shot. Kachupi came back, trapped it with the feet, wanted to turn and go, and the ball just kind of sat there on her. Lead to the outside, and we'll have a blue throw. As you can see, they'll bring all the way down the field now. The ball to be thrown in by number 19, Stephanie Boyd. Well, it looks like Boyd will take the throw, and Boyd will take the throw. Got a whistle, got a handball, and we'll have a kick coming up on handball by Mill River. So handball on Milton. And see Amanda Lee looking at the official, and he wanted it moved up to the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll take the kick with 19 minutes and 44 seconds to go. And a scoreless first half. Scoreless not for the lack of effort and action. It's just nobody's found the back of the net yet. Each team's had corners. Each team's had shots on net. I think, though, if you have to give a statistical advantage out right now, it would go toward Milton. Boy, and a lot of just rush kicks. Lee right there will just kick the ball out. And we'll have Boyd come back over number 19. So Boyd, with that long, hard, deep throw, we'll get it into the 18 up over the top. And Mooney with the save, and she made it a little adventurous, reaching behind her to make the grab. She smothered it on the far post, and the ball just kind of squirted out underneath her. And she reached out real casual and made the save. Probably the least nervous person was Mooney on the whole play. I got a little antsy right there, but 50-50 ball, a couple headers. Rogstad will run through it. It'll come down to Stone, and Milton will come up with possession. They'll just throw that little side pass out and look for the trailer on the play to come rushing down full throttle. A lot of turf open, and boy, never really took advantage of the turf she had open on that long outside attempted kick. That's going to come in, be tipped, and be wide, and we'll have a corner. No, they're going to say goal kick. I thought it went off from the Mill River defender in the front, but they're going to say goal kick, and Lee will get set up on the far side of the field with 18:28 to go in this opening half of soccer. That you can feel a goal coming, that's for sure. And on the kick up the side, that'll be brought down and to Plouffe. One more kick over the top by Plouffe, and yeah, just recovered by Milton. And again, that's going to just kind of come through the middle of the field harmlessly to Stone, and I'm not really sure who she's passing it to there. There's just a lot of traffic jam up. That looked like our Route 7 in Rutland City. That's just a disaster to drive down. And they call very clear, white, he said. So Redenis will go over, number 4, and she'll get set on the exchange here after the change of players to take the throw. We have no score, 17.5 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Milton, number 5 seed in the blue uniforms, and Mill River, number 4 in their home whites trimmed out in red, and that's going to be all the way to the corner, and Lee will get there and stayed in play. Redenis was waiting to feel contact from behind. They never did apply any, and ends up she lost the ball back to Milton. And that'll go off from Mill River out of play, and we'll have a throw coming up. Or do you call a foul? Well, I'm not sure. I didn't see a foul on it, but Fraser going over, and she's going to take the kick, so they call a foul over there on that play. And Milton, again, this is a much better spot on the field for him for the kick. Last time they went right at the goal. And they did again down, and the follow-up still there, and Mooney will make the grab. Yep, they came loose. There was a blue jersey right on it, and Mooney brought it in, held on to it again. So she's made 5 real tough saves already. So she is on top of her game. She's in focus. And it's a good thing for Mill River because they got to kind of find their feet offensively out there. Mooney keeping this a scoreless game with 16 minutes left to go in the half. I'm waiting to see where Lee will bring the ball, and she's going to stay on that far side. And I like to see her kick it about 90 yards here. I don't think she'll quite get underneath it that far, but that's a pretty good kick though, and it will find a little daylight to squirt through. And tell you what, Ashley Robb has not been heard from an awful lot today. That's how I know her knee's going to be bothering her, because she's the type of player that can really control the middle of the field. And that's the key to it. I've been told by many soccer experts. Mooney will get there well ahead of the oncoming traffic in the blue uniforms and grab the ball, and she'll take the punt. She's going to stay on that side of the field, and she'll step into it and get a decent carry off from the head of Plouffe as they'll go to Osmer. She wanted to wrap it around in that reverse trap dribble, and that wasn't sold, and it'll be kicked to the far side, and we'll have a white throw, and I believe that's Redenis. It is Redenis, number 4. It's going to take the throw, and she'll just lob it down in. Well, again, there's been a lot of chances both ways, but no score. 0-0, as they say in soccer speak, and that's going to be, yeah, there's some turf to work with, and she's going to dribble it a good 5, 10, 15 yards. Split the defense, just shred right through it. Line up the kick and be saved by Mooney. Oh, you can't allow that to happen. Somebody's got to step in the way of her and next time and not let her just have that open field to come down. That's going to bounce, roll, and that's going to be Paige Carrera in the ball game, number 8. Plouffe will step up, trying to push the ball forward today, and again, they'll have none of that. It's Rogstad and Lee, and I think it's going to stay this end. It's going to stay right down here with 14 minutes to go, and Boyd will take the throw for Milton. So Mill River trying to advance to the semifinals. They'll win on their home field against the number 5 seed, and right now they're just doing a lot of chasing. That'll go off from Boyd's head out of bounds. Right there, it's just kicking and heading without a purpose, as that became a easy call on the goal kick. So we'll get Amanda Lee, who's been busy down here. Now the wind getting a little more strong. I can feel it up here in the press box. That kick certainly showed it as it nosedived down, and boy, look at this. Again, they were funneling the ball down in the middle of the field. Redenis going to the outside. Redenis seen a A lot of playing time here early on. Plouffe got there, and Plouffe didn't locate the ball. Shot coming up. Oh, knocked down in front by Jenny Holler. Never got into Mooney, and Mooney was on that far post, and Milton again just controlling play, dictating everything right now to the Minutemen. Yeah, and for Mill River, we've got a switch coming up for Dennis coming out, taking a breather. And I believe Michaela Stone coming back in to take her spot, number 10 in white. And we're going to have a throw coming up for Milton. There it is. I lost her. Yep. Now it'll just be kicked down and out. And will it become a... No, it's not going to make the inline. Well, I'm waiting to see the call. Goal kick. Okay, so they're going to go to the goal kick on that in the far corner. We're at 13 minutes left to play. 27 minutes of soccer. We've got no score. And well, they called the goal kick, and they're going to have a kickoff, so they will establish possession. And Holler didn't look quite ready on the play. It'd be Milton with the soccer ball. And boy, they faked the kick. The defender went flying through the air, and now over the top, and that was really well defended by Mill River. And that's going to roll, and now a goal kick. Well, I'll tell you, Milton coming in, and they're not really doing anything overly impressive other than just moving that ball around, keeping it down in the defensive end with 12 minutes to go in the first half. So Mill River came out and played pretty equal early on. They were able to get shots on net and corners generated on a consistent basis, but they've been playing a lot of defense the rest of this first half. And they're still playing defense. Plouffe came up and made the steal, and all Plouffe, nice job. And that went down to Kachupi over the top. They're looking for some speed down the field. There's a Milton player down, but the play continuing forward right now. And it's not they don't see her, it's that that's a push not called. And they're waiting for possession by Milton before they call timeout. And another push not called. Kachupi will get the ball, and she's looking for Day. Day looks at the corner. Day comes around the edge, and she's going to lose it out of bounds. And the player that was down was able to get up and walk it off for Milton. So that was a good job by the officials of letting them play through. So 11 minutes left in the first half. And Hillary Turner getting set to take the kick, the goalie for Milton. As that ball will be just sent off in that short pass on the far side. And nice step up by Kachupi, and she got enough of it, and I believe, yeah, ran right off the Milton player out of bounds. That'll be a white throw. There it is on the far side. It's cranking the tripod up a little bit. It has a tendency to walk itself down out of bounds on the throw. And Yellow Jackets from Milton, Vermont will take the throw. They'll spin away, and again, overtime, you just play till you have a winner. And if you play, I think it's 2 regular overtimes, and then an overtime period of 8-on-8, and I think you go to the shootout. We don't want to do any of that. We just want to get this thing over in regulation with a Mill River win. Boy, and again, they stepped up, and you could see the lack of mobility by Rob as she turned to go after the ball, but not her aggressive normal self. And handball, yeah, they'll call that because it gave possession to Mill River. So it'll be handball on Osmer, inadvertent or not. It'll become a kick coming up for Milton as we're down to, well, we just went into the 10 minutes to play mark. We're at 9:47 left to play in the first half. Yeah, so over 30 minutes of soccer, and we're still looking for the game's first score. And they're going to set it up and get ready for Fraser to take the kick. And she's going right over the top, and Mooney will just let that slide out through the inline. Now set Lee up now with the goal kick. And I believe the rain has actually stopped for this moment right now. It never got to the point where it was a torrential downpour. And the wind did kick up a little bit stronger, but it could be a lot worse. We're in late October. The Mill River Minutemen boys are already in the semifinals. The girls trying to get to the semifinals. That's going to be out of play. Goal kick coming up. Yeah, and Amanda Lee, well, again, she's going to stay on this near side. Yeah, she'll take the kick off this near side. And she got a little bit of an extended field right there. Nice job by Osborne to come up and trap, reverse, and lose it on the turn, on the bounce, and blue throw coming up. So that 2-1 win over Stratton Mountain School by Mill Rivers put them in the quarterfinal game here against Milton. And I believe, without quoting me, I think Milton beat Mount Abe in their playdown game, but I'd have to go back to my pairings and check it out. And you can see Holler run through the defense, and then coming back is Katrupi, and she'll turn and swivel, kick, and bounce, skip, and roll and be out of play. And you can see the ball girl doing her good work there, getting it back quickly into play. I hope the ball girl will ask for a raise next year. Oh, this is one-on-one action, and tell you what, offside. Offsides. That was an unselfish play, because she could have easily taken the kick herself toward Mooney. She passed it across. They missed the shot, but it would have been offsides anyways on the play. But wow, they're getting that ball in deep on the 18 right now. I'm talking about Milton. As Katrupi, boy, she turned around and there's just a blue jersey everywhere on these Mill River players. Talk about a tight defensive checking job. Oh, and you see Rob, yep, she bent the knee and the ankle, and she just hasn't been mobile. And yeah, they'll take a look at her, but she is huge to lose. Well, Rob able to get up and put weight on it and walk off a little gingerly, but again, it looks like her leg just gave out underneath her on that play, and she's been bothered by it. And again, that'd be a tremendous loss if she cannot come back, but she's not playing anywhere near 100% either. I missed who was taking her spot on the field. Dave pointing for the ball to be kicked up ahead, and they had her marked very well to be kicked side out, and we'll have a throw by the Minutemen as they try to generate some offense and some possession time. Osmer, and that should be again a white throw. No, they're going to say one off from Osmer's shins. Out of bounds. Milton will take the throw, and that ball will come squirt through the legs, and Bagley will watch it, and just a slight touch there, and Mill River had it lost at 50-50 ball. Plouffe trying to get in there and get it, and that will be swung around and kicked. Now Plouffe, nice job before the game of talking to the team in her capacity as the captain. And with Dennis back out there now, I don't know if Dennis came up and took the spot on the field vacated by the injured Rob. I think she did actually. Plouffe looking for control of it, couldn't get it under the legs, and now they'll go Rogstad wide, and no whistle, must have kept it in bounds, and she'll hook up with Katrupi. Katrupi wanted to bring the ball back around, but I'll tell you what, this Milton squad knows how to play defense. They're leaning right on them, so they can't spin off with those reverse traps. Down the field there's a nice step up. Bagley with a good, well-timed step up, challenged it. That'll go out of play. We'll have the throw taken right in front of us by Stephanie Bull. So Bull with the throw to the open corner, and that might roll to the inline at will, and was not touched by anybody in white. We'll have a goal kick with 5 minutes to go in this first half of play in a scoreless game, and that's why I keep reiterating how huge the first goal is going to be. So we'll have Lee back there, Amanda Lee getting set to take the kick. Can now work it down, and there's the layout on that far side, and get the camera to come back to focus. There we go. And it'll just be a white throw far side. Gonna take a good hop and a hump, and nope. See, I've got the camera lens covered, and that sometimes I could have moved the lens as far as being in focus. And I think that's what I did, because I just reached through the plastic wrap, and because the rain, even though it's soft today, still keeps blowing into the open window, and I can't let the camera get wet. Yeah, so we'll have a goal kick coming up now with 4 minutes to go in this first half. It's been played in Mill River's offensive end. I'll tell you, our defensive end, Mill River's been on the defense 85% of this first half. As that rolled up the shoulders, not in the hands on either player, and again Milton with control of it, and everybody conversing to make sure they understand, communications, and that's going to be Osmer with the contact. No whistle called, and that will be a break for Mill River. That ball's going to roll to the far side, out of play, and I got to fix the camera lens again. You know what I got to do? Got to get rid of the rubber cover. Yeah, I'll wait till I get a break in the action. They're going to turn, fire, lift, shot, no good through the inline. We're going to have a goal kick coming up, corner kick, and I'll try and get the focus straightened out now on my camera. And I got rid of the rubber covering. Day going all the way over and got there just a step late. That ball will be stopped by Stone, I believe. She wants to cut to the inside and up to the top to the 30-yard line. And boy, I tell you what, seeing the ball and getting the ball right now, Milton just a quicker team. As we're down to 2:40 to go in the half. And that'll be up in the air, and they need a throw, and they want to get the tempo going. That's what the assistant coach was anxious about right there. He wanted to get them back into play. And Ashley Robb back in the ball game. That's going to be Holler to Robb. Robb up ahead looking for Plouffe. Just miskicked. A lot of scrambling right now inside the 18 by Mill River defensively. Never got in. Ball laying there, and boy, I tell you, Milton, you can just feel a goal going to be happening if Mill River does not be able to get control here. And that would really be devastating, a goal this late in the half. Picked up by Mooney with 2 minutes even to go. And she'll get ready to take the kick. She'll get her momentum forward and drop it down to Katrupi. She'll take that outside turn and drilled it, but out of play. And you got substitution waiting to come in on the far side for Mill River at the next opportunity, as Rogstad had it and lost it, and we'll have a throw by Milton, and they'll just clean it up. That's going to ricochet back, and Mooney will get their slide stop and get jumped over the top of. Yeah, she's going to elect to come to this near side and take her punt from there. And a very low kick, a very short kick, and it'll go out of play, and I believe it's going to be a white throw. Now Bagley going to have to wait on her throw. I believe this is, yeah, it is Paige Carrera coming in for Osmer. So Carrera, number 8 for number 7, Osmer, and that'll be the sub here late in the game. A minute even to go in the first half, and the throw coming up for Mill River. Watching quarterfinal soccer action on Munger Vision from Mill River Union High School in North Clarendon, Vermont. Lee just kind of cranked it up and out, and I think, oh, it's going to be a white ball. That was going to become a blue throw down deep if they didn't make the play on the ball, and they kind of made a mistake there and went for it. Bagley will restart, take the heave. Everybody was marked. That's what she kept looking at. And Bagley wanted to go to Plouffe, and Plouffe held up on the kick. I think they're going to call, yeah, a dangerous play on Plouffe. So 26 seconds, plenty of time. They're got a great spot on the field to take the kick from at the 40-yard line. And Milton doing everything they can do to get this thing going forward. And you can see Mooney make the catch and then dance out of the way of the traffic. She's looking for a good kick to kill this last 13 seconds, and she got an excellent kick and a good bounce. And boy, they're going to go to the locker rooms scoreless, I believe, as we're down to 1 second. And that's it, yeah. A little pushing and shoving after the whistle, and we'll have a scoreless soccer game. Boy, and a lot of good work by Mackenzie Mooney and her sweeper back there, Amanda Lee. And we'll have a 0-0 score at the half in this quarterfinal game. Well, one thing definitely has changed. It's just in a 10-minute intermission. The wind has kicked up tremendously. And it's blowing probably twice as strong as it was before, so that will become a factor now. The rain has subsided, but the wind picking back up. And Milton, after really dominating the last 2/3 of that first half, looking to pick right up where they left off. That's going to go down, and nice step up by Lee. She'll hook up to Plouffe. Plouffe and Robb right there in the middle of the field together, and Plouffe able to win that ball. Look for Osmer, and the ball will go out of bounds. Yeah, and they'll just get Boyd in position. Boyd took a lot of the throws, number 19 for Milton early on, or late in that first half. Now we're in the second half, and I'm surprised a little bit by the lack of score in that first half. Mooney, though, was incredible right on her game. The goalie for Mill River, Mackenzie Mooney. Remember her game 3 years ago now against Montpelier. You see the call and the ball and the throw all coming in. And you see Katrupi with it, and again, just marking up so tight, Milton, is when they turn, do get the ball, and wherever they turn, there's just nowhere for them to go. As that's right in the middle of the field, almost through the center of the arc, and now we'll work at the outside, and Osmer will turn. They'll go off from the foot of Milton. It should be a white throw. Oh my goodness, they're going to go with a blue throw, and Boyd will get it. And you can see Rob having a lot of problem mobility-wise. It's going to come in on Mooney. She'll just scoop it up and get set to take the kick. So Milton picking up right where they had left off. And that's by putting a lot of pressure on Mill River's defense and by keeping the ball down in their Milton's offensive end, and that'll be out of play. And well, 2 minutes of soccer gone by here, and it's looked like a lot like the first half as Milton in the blue uniforms, the number 5 seed, able to pretty much do everything but score. And there's the throw down by Rob, and that's headed back out right at the Milton bench. We'll have Mill River with the throw get set. And I'm just going to crank up my tripod a little bit. Again, it has a tendency to slip down, like me, kind of bend over and slip. Day with the ball. She's going to turn, send it through to the far side. They'll race to it. You can see Bagley makes the move and keeps her balance, keeps the ball in bounds. There's the cross, and oh, they couldn't get it headed toward the net. They'll take a bounce over the top of Stone. It stays in the 18. Now it's outside the 18. Katrupi will go backwards to go forwards. Rob will just send it up on a nice soft touch to Day. Day will get it under control, and boy, she's just trying anything to get her foot open. And yeah, there's the foul called, and yeah, and that's going to be tough though. That's going to be right on the edge of the 18. That's not a lot of space to work with. And so, well, River with a spark of life offensively. And again, this is how they run their decoy plays with all the people, 3 different people surrounding the ball. And there goes Plouffe. Yeah, they're going to set it up for Day. Softly and wide, and miskicked it. In net, Hillary Turner for Milton. Haven't had to call her name very often at all. She has not seen a lot of action. She's going to take the kick now. The wind blowing, coming back into her face. They're hoping for a short kick here by Turner. And boy, they got it. Real short kick. And Mill River looking to get that continuous offense, not just that one little rush right there. Boy, I don't know how they didn't call that a dangerous play. See that foot swung up and around. Osmer coming in. Osmer shot. She got fouled in the box. They didn't call anything. They were extending the arm, pushing her, shoving her, and no call, no penalty kick coming up. They had 2 balls on the field. That's why they don't adjust your set. There were 2 balls on the field. Much better kick. Same stiff wind, just a better kick. Bagley lost her balance, went down. They gave possession right back to Milton in the blue with a number 5 seed taking on Mill River, the number 4 seed. And for, well, about a minute there, Mill River was able to keep the possession down this end, and they got to do stuff like that. They got to pick up their offensive game because Milton, right now, they're bend but don't break style of play. Just isn't going to hold out for the whole game. Rogstad getting back position-wise defensively, and they'll force the pass, the ball coming through, and it's going to be on the foot of a Mill River player. Right now, it's just a 50-50 ball. Nobody's got a foot on it. And here comes Milton on the attack, and that's going to be Osmer. She'll be called for a little slide bump from behind. And we played 5 minutes of soccer in the second half, 45 minutes overall, and here comes a kick now for Fraser, and she'll get set. Oh, she's got the bend on it, and she's got somebody on the far post. No, out-kicked her coverage, and that'll become a goal kick now for Amanda Lee and company. I tell you can feel a goal coming, and unfortunately it's feeling like more and more like a blue goal. Hope I'm wrong with that, but see that Minuteman logo in the background. Again, we're scoreless, and his quarterfinal game winner will obviously move on to the semifinals. And depending on what happens in the other quarterfinal, it is possible that Mill River could host a semifinal game. Of course, they've got to win this game first, and right now that they're working on it. They're working on it. But it's amazing how much the wind has picked up in the last 15 minutes. I don't know why it's amazing to me. I lived in Vermont my whole life and I know that the wind or the Weather can change in a matter of a minute and a half, a blink of an eye. When Osmer turned, wanted to take the ball in a deeper lead and just lost possession. Day on sides. Nope. I didn't think she was. She had quite a lead there in the race for the ball. And a good call right there on the offside call. It's actually getting to the point where it's getting so windy and cold, I might have to consider putting on my second jacket here. So 33.5 minutes left to go in regulation in Milton and Mill River in this scoreless quarterfinal game. Boy, you can see it took some turf on that as she misjudged her kick, and Day being well marked in this contest, not generating the amount of shots that she did. And she was in double digits in shots on net in that Stratton game. Yeah, she's going to be offsides. We got to tell you, too, and the defense being smart, they're way up the field, which can only make her offsides. Yep. And that's too bad, too, because she had a couple chances nullified because of an offside call. She wouldn't catch that ball at the last minute, make it float in the air. And Milton bumped by Rogstad, and then Lee coming up, popping the ball up for Kachupi. Kachupi trying to get there. Always off the elbow and stayed in bounds. Yeah, that thing's riding the chalk line all the way down the far side, and it stayed in play. Day there, and Day gets a good bounce, comes out in front. Day will go to the corner, and Day now looking for some support on the ball, and yeah, you can see her watch it go out, and yeah, they were asking if that was still in because she picked it up with her hands, and the official never made an indication until after the ball was picked up, but it'll become a goal kick for Hillary Turner. As we're at the 48th minute of soccer, and we're scoreless. And that's going to roll up to Bagley, and she wanted to drive it up over the top, and it went off from one of the Milton players as they'll turn on the side, lose it out of play off from the foot of number 15, Frederick, after number 15, Bull, I'm sorry. You can see Osmer just crafty right there, just left it in, and Day just a step late. Right idea, Day just couldn't get there to the spot by his stride. That's onside, and that's going to be sent up and into Day. It rolls into Turner, and she's going to pick it up. I'll tell you, the Mill River offense trying to pick up a little bit of juice here. As that's going to roll and be called out of play. I bet it's a white throw. And that's what we're going to have. Plouffe will go in. Looks like Kayla Plouffe, one of the senior captains, will take the throw. Well, it does more than look like it. She did take the throw, and that will go off from Kachupi out of bounds. Yeah, I mean, it's gotten cold and windy. I'm going to have to really change up jackets here. And that wind is a factor now on kicks. Boy, Rogstad just stayed with her tough play. Rogstad has done that all season long. She has played so well. Yeah, she went to the left foot, but she's just playing with so much confidence also. And that ball will roll out of bounds. Throw coming up, and it's going to stay with Milton. That's what I was waiting to see. They'll back up and then get the toss going. They want the corner, and there's the ball out in front, and that's going to be corner for Milton. Bagley acting like nobody touched it for Mill River, but it's going to be a Milton corner with 30 minutes to go in regulation. 50 minutes of soccer, no score. Going over to strike the ball will be Fraser, Hannah Fraser. You see her contend with the wind. And that wind right there was blowing the opposite way. She just overcompensated for it and kicked it behind the net. And we will have Paige Carrera come in now for Mill River. She'll be wearing number 8. As Lee will have the wind to her back on his goal kick coming up in his quarterfinal game. And she got into it, nosedived it, looking for Rob, and you can see Rob come up and just not her mobile self, having a little trouble moving around. But she is a senior and captain, and she'll be out there. Take everything she can. She will be out there playing for Mill River. Yeah, Rob went up to block the ball, and somebody on the field, I think it was the official, said, no, 23. You can't get up there and do that with your hands. Carrera to the outside. Carrera and company will watch it roll out of play, and we'll have a blue throw. Milton coming all the way down that hour and a half ride. But you can just see again, a lot of 50-50 play in this half. Mill River's had a little bit better offensive tries than they had in the first half. Milton hasn't anywhere near the consistent possession time they had in the first half. But it's been a little stagnant here in the second half to watch. And the big stat is the 0-0 on the board still. Well, this has got the making of a 1-0 game right here. See, Rob wants to come sideways, and that will come off from the heel of the Milton player. Bagley up there running interference. Lee came up and just swiped at it, popped up about 10 yards, stays down inside the offensive end for Milton. They'll turn, send it in, and Mooney will grab it, and yeah, she's got a lot of company back there with her. But she'll hold on to it. She's usually pretty sure-handed. And again, that's going to be to the side, bumping, and boy, Osborne will hit the deck, and it'll be blue throw. Yeah, and now they'll take the throw, and I'll tell you, that's a nice job controlling that ball with her foot up around her hip. And that's going to go up, and Mooney communicated with Lee, and going to be a throw on the side. They communicated, but I'll tell you what, that was pretty close to becoming a disaster right there for Mill River, and hopefully won't miss any of the action by putting my other jacket on as they make the change here on the substitutions. Well, I got one sleeve on. I guess that's better than nothing. And big collision, people going down, no whistle on the play. And again, Milton just getting to that ball quick right now, and they're a fast team out there. So again, they're just trying to get the ball down and deep. Oh, what a move. What a move on Bagley, and she dribbled it in. Oh, and who came up? Lee came up and took it off her toe with her toe and saved a drive in on the goalie. That's a midfield now. But I'll tell you what, Milton's just swarming around. They got some people with some real dribbling skills. Stone overran the play, and here comes Milton. They'll cut to the inside. They'll stop, reverse. I'll tell you what, that's different. And Mooney will pick it up. That ball was just bounced around, and we're at the 25 minutes left to play in regulation. They've played, what, 55 minutes of soccer, I believe? Yeah, no score, and Milton's had the best chances so far. Mooney with those 4, 5, 6 really super saves in that first half. You see Day kind of close in on the ball, and that should just be a step late, and we'll be out of play, and Day looks like she's going to stay over there and take the throw. So Rebecca Day will take the throw and bring it in to the edge of the box, looking for Osmer and Carrera. They were both well marked, and that's been quite a theme here today as far as Milton's defense. Plouffe stayed with it, took a bump from her own teammate. And they're going to have Osmer run down, race down, and boy, Osmer with a standoff. Went out, play, good call right there. Yeah, he was right on top of it and made the call. And you can see number 10 getting set. Ababidi. You can see the wind blowing her uniform, made a real short throw out of play. And the wind definitely affected that throw. Now, Ashley Robb, usually at this point she can throw it into the box, but she's got the leg and the wind to contend with. They're looking for the follow-up on it, and that was Stone coming up, and Carrera will just wrap it around, and Plouffe trying to take the inside route, then the outside route, and without success either way. Milton, number 5 seed, putting on a good performance here today on the road. Yeah, I lost the ball for a second. There we go. And again, you can just see a little different, and Dennis with a little nudge from behind. And I don't think, yeah, she didn't get called for the foul. Yeah, little nudge got called for it, and that was a pretty obvious call. But Mill River a little bit more snap in their step here in the second half of play. They're looking for Mooney to steal a game. Got an offside, got pushed from behind call. She have a foul and a kick coming up. You can see the spot of the ball being called out. And Lee looking to the sideline, listening to Coach Chadburn. And again, Randy Chadburn, the head coach for Mill River, awarded the Coach of the Year honor for Division II girls soccer. Congratulations to Randy. Another fine season down here at Mill River for him. His 8th year. Boy, Osmer came out of nowhere. And I believe it's got to be a white throw, and that is the call. And they're going to bring Rob all the way over, and she's gutting it out. She's playing tough right now on that sore leg. And she'll get that throw back to Plouffe off the head of a Milton player with Osmer now, and then Plouffe. And that ball's going to come to the side, and boy, nice ball work right there. Osmer will go down, and who was that, Rogstad? Nope, that was Jenny Holler, who made a good play. And from her knee, Plouffe getting up a little bit slow, trying to walk it off. It's tough out there, let me tell you. Handball not called, and it'll be picked up by Milton. Milton, again, if you just were watching the game, didn't know the seeding, you should say, oh my goodness, they're on the home turf and a higher seed the way they've been just really playing so well out here. Well, this has got a bad feeling to it. That's going to come up, and Mooney will make the save. Yeah, they kind of left her alone as we're nearing the 22-minute mark. Left in the second half, and boy, overtime. You don't want to go there. But again, Mill River, who had mounted some offensive charges down the field the second half, been a while now since they've gotten the ball back down in on Hillary Turner. They're bending but not breaking, and that's a tough way to win a soccer game, especially a playoff game. Yeah, and what they're doing right now is just a substitution coming in. That's Stephanie Bull will take the throw, number 15. Bull got the throw in, and on the turn they lost the ball, and white throw. Dennis kept it and got it down to Day, and Day turned. Boy, just a blue jersey right in her face again. They've really marked her well today. They've done their homework as far as scouting and knowing what's going on out there. Yeah, handball called, kick coming up. Yeah, and they called it, and it's going to be Day taking the ball, taking the kick, and being at the 25, 22-yard line. And you can see the wind blowing her hair. The wind is kicked up here in the second half, and we're at the midway point of the soccer game. There's the official just getting set to drop his arm. That's a good kick and a nice job by Turner coming out short-handed when he had to be. She'll like to take the throw out on the fly. On the breakout on the far side comes Milton. You can see him trying to get the leg up on Stone, but she was right there, and she'll turn, and I'm not sure who touched it. Looks like Milton ball. I'm waiting for the official to make it official, and he says, yep, wait. Last touch, it'll become a blue throw. I'll tell you what, it's been a tough game out there. Been a well-officiated game, though. And each team playing a real, I think Mill River a little more tight than Milton. Milton a little more confident right now, and Mill River a little more tight. But boy, that Nick's goal could be the only goal, and whoever gets it needs to win. As Carrera and company trying to get to the semifinals. Milton trying to get there as the 5th seed. But I tell you, they're just getting scrambled around and they're in, and that's not good news on the 18. And they'll bring the ball back, open, cross the field, and that's just going to be kicked to relieve the pressure. And it did work. They did get the pressure out of there. 19 minutes left to go in regulation. And Milton reasserting themselves here, and that's going to come up behind. We're going to have a kick. As Boyd will mark it. I don't believe she'll take the kick. No, she will not. She will bring it down, and Fraser coming up, number 7 now, as she'll get set to Rockstad. I'm not really sure what she was doing there, but it was kind of cool. She broke the 10-yard plane, came rushing at her. Good kick, and just wide. Well, kind of a take-your-breath moment there for Mill River. Yeah, and we'll have Amanda Lee, number 18, the sweeper for the Minutemen, gets set. She'll go to the far side of the box, and she's got the win at her back right now. That's one of the advantages here in the second half for the Minutemen. As it goes off a few heads, and it'll be up over midfield. Day's got some room to work with. Day's going to bring it up, and she wants to reverse it and got pushed to the ground. No call, and boy, what looked like it was going to be a good scoring chance turned into no shot even. Now going to come in. Turner will make the grab, and we're going to stay scoreless. Well, I told you in the playoffs they let them play a lot more physical. And that was a very physical play right there, and it was deemed to be a clean play, no foul. And I believe that's going to stay in play. Actually, it's going to stay in play by Miles in the middle of the field. As you can see right now, the Minutemen. Boy, she wants the ball, and she's got to wait. Yeah, they grabbed it, and there's going to be a sub coming in. Bagley will be coming in for Stone for Mill River. As we're just gone under the 17-minute left to play mark in regulation. Kicked out, and they'll gain about 20 yards on the play. And Ashley Robb will drop it down inside the box, and she might have all thrown everybody she did. We'll have a goal kick coming up for Milton. Yeah, so they'll get set, and they're hoping with the wind blowing right in the face of Hillary Turner, they get a short kick here and take advantage of it. Well, they did get the short kick, and did they get possession? No. Milton able to build the link up and get it to the 45-yard line out of play. Plouffe with the throw. And boy, I tell you what, that's what you want. Pace. Get the pace going like that. Pick yourself up with energy. Nice job. Oh, my goodness, they called that. Well, it sure looked good. Yeah, it's going to be a kick coming up. I just want to see where they're going to mark the ball. Well, call it the 35-yard line on the football field. That's where the foul will occur, and that's where the kick will take place. And that'll be lifted, but that's a strong kick. For if you could know how hard the wind was blowing right now, that was a strong kick. It'll go from Osmer out of play. Now they're going to have 3 different subs coming in for Milton as we've gone to 15 minutes to play in regulation. We're in the second half of soccer action. No score between number 4 Mill River and number 5 Milton. Oops, I got caught watching the sidelines. And that'll be kicked out, and we will have, well, I believe a blue throw. Yeah, it's Boyd coming over looking for the ball. And she's got it, and there's the toss. And boy, she got it right in to the center of the box area, but it was on a line drive. Those are hard to handle. I'm going to go blue throw. Okay, so Boyd, again, keeping the ball low to keep it out of the wind. That will roll in and never got through. They lined up the kick, and Rodenis just kicks it out to relieve the pressure. And we'll have a break for the subs, and we'll have the throw by Milton. And again, it's been played pretty tight. There's been scoring chances, but most of the Mill River scoring chances came way back in the first half of play. And Plouffe ran through the ball, tried to get it to Katrupi. You get Mill River just kicking the ball out of play, and that will relieve the pressure. But we'll have the blue throw as Bull got it in bounds and went off from, should be a white throw. Rogstad there doing a nice job of fighting for the ball, and that's what we're going to have is Ashley Robb come up and get the ball now. So Robb, number 23, one of the captains out there getting set, and she's just waiting for the subs to clear. The winner here will move on to the semifinals. Milton try and do everything they can to make sure it's them right now. Mill River again got a good sense of urgency going here as I think they're playing a little stronger here in the second half. With 13 minutes left to go in the second half. Played 67 minutes of scoreless soccer. And Bagley with the throw. And that's going to roll, and Milton will pick it up. They'll just turn kick, and that'll stay in the about 10 yards in from the edge of the field. And Milton will go up over the top, looking to run underneath the ball and get control of it. And boy, you can see Rogstad just getting such great position. That's just a great play by Rogstad. Milton dropping this one right in where it had to be dropped in, and Lee got a piece of it. And she'll just drive it back, looking for Stone. Stone with the pressure on the ball, stepping up, and Milton keeping it on, keeping it in, and bringing it wide. Milton will have it, and wow. I'm not sure how that wasn't a call against Mill River, to be honest with you. That was unique. Well, what the heck, take it when you can. As that will come down outside the 18, almost to the 30-yard line. That will be rejected off a set of shin guards to the side, and Kachupi puts the brakes on, trying to get back into the play. And boy, bodies just flying everywhere, and you can hear some of the frustration on the fans in the stands on the lack of a call there. We're at 12 minutes to go in regulation now. And then a push after the fact, but we'll have a kick coming up and a good spot on the field for Milton to look for the game's first goal. And like I said, it's not being a genius after watching so much soccer here today. One goal looks like it definitely will win it. The wind has picked up, but the rain has let up, so I guess it's a trade-off. Got to live with it. Mooney will come out to meet the ball and make the grab, and yet again with a good save, Mackenzie Mooney. Yeah, she got stepped on. That's why she's waving that arm. She's not hooting and hollering. Mill River playing almost like a counter-attack style of game. That's going to be off from Stone's elbow, and they'll have him play through that. Rob starts, and that will be out of play, and I think they're going to say white throw, and it is. It's a good spot in the field for the white throw. As Osmer will come back in the game, Rob will take the throw, number 23. She's just got to wait for Emily Osmer to come into the contest. Osmer is going to replace Stone. And that's going to roll, but stay in play, and then it's going to be sent over the top. Nope, they couldn't clear that last defensive build up there by Milton. Corner coming up for the Minutemen. I believe it's their first corner of the second half of play. And Rebecca Day looking to get a good serve up here. And we just hit the 10-minute mark. Left in regulation. 70 minutes of scoreless soccer, and Plouffe got a piece of it. That's nudged forward, and Day got there just a step late, spinning on the back, and yeah, they're going to call Day on the clip, and we'll have the kick coming up. It was number 15, Bull, that got fouled, but we'll have number 7, Fraser, take the kick. And tell you what, that's another good kick for the windy conditions. And we'll have a white throw. As Rob to Osmer, and Osmer able to deflect it into Day. Day will get the ball. Day looking to take the corner, and boy, she just overran the play. Rob had it twice, lost it both times. That's going to come up, and you can see Rogstad take the inside route. Rogstad bumping and grinding, can't control it. That kick will come through the center of the field, and Lee way out. That's one she had to get. Lee had come out so far, like in the Bellows Falls game at the end when Bellows Falls had that break in, and Mooney saved the game. Nice step up by Plouffe. They couldn't control it, but she stepped up and blocked the ball for a moment. It looked like they might have gotten a chance to get the ball offensively. And again, that's Lee way up the play, and she'll kick it into her bench area, and we have just 8:45 to go before we really got to think about overtime. Milton, well, they're doing a good job of not getting frustrated either. Milton has done everything but put the ball in the net. No, and that's the thing. I mean, they could get frustrated and just get out of position, but they've stayed strong on the game plan. That's going to bounce in. Mooney will get there and get it. And Mooney will elect to come all the way over to this near side. Take the step, take the kick, and watch it come floating down to the 40-yard line. 50-50 balls definitely have gone to Milton today. Not all of them, obviously, but majority of them have gone to Milton. Plouffe tried to dribble out of the traffic, and yeah, that's going to stay in bounds. That's a hot ball. Oh, a little push, and yeah, I got to call that. And he did, yeah. That was just so obvious. You had a feeling he was going to call that. Yeah, and they're going to leak him out, take the kick. She's got to tie her cleat up first. There she goes. You don't want to kick yourself out of your cleats. And boy, she got down on the side of the ball and it had a funny spin to it. It'll stay in play, and Lee's got to make the move because she came all the way up again. And with a little left foot touch kick, got it to her teammate. I believe that was Rodenas. Day in the middle of the field, and Day. Boy, she does that. Oh, look at their holding there, yeah. Now, which way is he going to call it, though? It's going to be foul on Milton. 7 minutes to go. And they had quite a grab there on Day, and they got the call. Lee looking for that win to get right behind her back strong right now so she can sail the kick down and over the 20-yard line. Nope. They didn't get the depth on it. They didn't get a scoring chance off from it. And here comes Milton. But I tell you what, there's some speed out there in both teams on the field. There's some quick young ladies out there. Look at Lee. Look at Lee play tough. Oh, she played tough. And they put her, yeah, and they pushed off on Lee. So Mill River showing they can play tough physical soccer now. That's right, just 6 minutes to go in regulation. Boy, Plouffe went to lift the ball and just missed swiping one of the faces of the Milton team. That Mill River, they're getting a little momentum here built up in the last 4 or 5 minutes. See, that will help with their offensive attack. That's straight up. And that will roll. Well, big collision, yeah. Oh, big collision. And good job by Plouffe there. Good sportsmanship by Plouffe. And it'll be a kick coming up for Milton, and they're at a super spot on the field. That's Frazier getting set for the kick, and Mill River hoping everybody gets their marks on down there. That's a great kick. Oh, she should have let it come down one more step to trap. There's the kick, and there it's going to be the goal. Yep, and you can see the reaction. Yep. That is a great kick, though, that set that whole thing up. Yeah, I told you. I got a feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think you just saw the game-winning goal. I'm not sure who got the goal because I can't see her jersey number. I think it's number 18, but I don't want to take the zoom off. She wants to come out of the game in any event, but coach not listening to her. Hannah Rafferty, I'm going to unofficially give the goal to unofficially. And 1-0 Milton, and all that taking place with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, I mean, I hope Mill River comes back and ties this thing up and wins it, but I don't know. I just got that feeling. Day, boy, they had nothing but the net wide open. There's no way. Day's hurt, too. And now she's okay now. She recovered when she heard no whistle. The goalie came way out, and we've got a player down, and this will be an official's timeout. There was quite a collision between Day and whoever's on the turf, and everybody needs to be looked at. Her jersey number, but she's able to get up and walk off the field. We'll have another possession established here on the drop ball. 4:40 to go in Mill River's season. They're down 1 goal to Milton. And that's going to come in on Turner, and she'll grab the ball, and Mill River's got to crank it up. Boy, pull out all the stops now. Their season with less than 4 minutes left in it right now. And there's the send, and nice stop by Rogstad. She'll take the bump. That ball will come up. We got a foul called, and she'll have a kick coming up for Mill River. Excuse me, too. I think that was Holler that got fouled. Yeah, and you see him looking at the official and getting the mark, but that clock ticking, and you haven't scored a goal yet, and you've only got 3 minutes, 54 seconds left. You better get a sense of urgency about you. And Milton doing the best thing you can do right now. They're just keeping the pressure on, keeping the ball down the sin. And then they'll step into that and send the ball down, 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 and out of play. But Mill River's got to go the length of the field, and we got another player down behind all the action for Milton. Mill River with the ball, and time ticking down to the 3.5 minute to play mark. And they'll be out of play, and they'll give Milton the ball, Milton the throw, and Boyd will get it in. And again, the goal coming just, I think, right around the 6 minute mark, and it came on a beautiful kick. And again, you got to have the ball to score, and that's been one of the problems. Is Milton's just played a really tight defense, and they played a very possessive type offense. Yeah, and boy, right there, that ball laid there just that split second, and Mill River could not get to it. Milton, the number 5 seed, looking to get the upset on Mill River's home field, and Rob, with that good running start, will get the throw forward, and chasing it down is, they brought Lee up to the striker position now. And they're looking for some more offense. That's why they brought Lee up. I believe it's for Dennis. They've dropped back, yeah. And Milton can take all the time they want. Well, to a degree. But yeah, they got the lead. Slow it down. Take your time. That's going to be off from Rob, out of play, and that clock ticking down toward the 2 minute mark. And they're going to hold up the action right now as they're waiting for the sub to come in, and that's Michelle Nichols, who will be taking the throw, number 5. And you can see Nichols just standing next to Brian Hickey waiting for the sign that it's good to go, and there is the throw. And again, Milton with that 1-0 lead, and on the goal by Rafferty, unofficially by Rafferty. And there is Day and company. Boy, they got to run in them. They need it now. That's going to go out from Day to the inside, and Day fighting through it, and Day taken down, and they're waiting for a call and a kick. Minute 47 left in the soccer game, and Mill River with the kick coming in from the 30-yard line. Day will take the kick. The official holding up the action right now. There's no subs coming in on the kick, but he's just waiting for it to tell her to go. Taking it to the net, wide, and through the inline, way off the mark. 85 seconds left in the 2008 season for the number 4 seeded regular season NBL champion Mill River squad. And again, there's about 3 rushes left in the game time-wise, but you got to get the ball. All Milton wants to do is turn and just clear the zone. And I'm waiting for the call. White throw, 1 minute straight up to go. Rob asking for the ball, getting the ball. Yeah, and they're going to throw it right into a lot of traffic. Comes down to Plouffe. She can't send the ball through. Kachupi turns, fires. And again, just a wall of blue out there in the way. And Milton will relieve the pressure. 43 seconds to go. And Milton with the ball deep in Mill River territory. And Roxette again with yet another good play. There's only 2 seniors on this Mill River squad. As we're down to 30 seconds, 29, 28. And Milton knows that, and they have the ball. They got everything their way right now. They got the lead, they got the ball, and they're just moments away from going to the semifinals also. We're inside 20 seconds to play, and boy, for Mill River, they've got to get possession and a deep kick or a carry or bring the ball. That's the ball game right there. Yeah, they want to keep it in bounds, and that's going to be the ball game. So that goal with about 6 minutes to go will give Milton the win. And a very dejected Mill River squad, but it'll be Milton with the 1-0 win, and oh, you hate to see it. But yeah, a great season comes to an end with a loss to Milton. So congratulations to Milton, a tremendous effort by Mill River, not only this game but all season long. I was very privileged to be able to carry Mill River soccer for you, and again, great season for the ladies, but heartbreak in the playoffs. So Milton 1, Mill River 0.